Carlos, a close technical fight, back and forth. You know, a bit nervous out there when they got to the judges?
No, we're all confident that we had the win. So yeah, the first round was a tough one. Second and third round, I knew that I had that. We just had to push it in the end.
You know he's going to be a solid, tough veteran. So you have to go in there with that sort of mindset already. But when you were in there and you were fighting him, did you think like, oh, this guy's actually tougher and craftier than I thought?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, we knew that he was going to come out tough, and exactly how he came out. But he's very good at lulling you to sleep. He's very good at just kind of putting his pressure but not really doing anything. He kind of just waits on you to make the move. So our game plan was to just stick and move and hopefully get him to walk into something. He was definitely smarter than that. He's a veteran in the game and a little older now, so he knows not to walk into the younger power.
These are the sort of fights that you learn the most from, right? 3 rounds with a crafty veteran who, like you said, makes you have to sort of make adjustments in there. Is these the fights that you learn the most from? For
sure, yeah. 3 rounds with a veteran like him, or even just a former champion like him is definitely a win.
And as you said, former champion, great name on your resume. What would you like to do with that name? What would you like to do next?
Well, definitely. I mean, 8-fight win streak, the longest win streak in the light heavyweight division. I'm definitely looking at a light heavyweight title contention.
Congratulations.
Carlos, just over here. Jiri Prochazka mentioned he was interested in the winner of your fight next if you weren't going to get a title shot. Would that fight interest you, and how do you feel you'd match up with him?
Yeah, for sure. I'll get anyone, but I mean, where is he placed at the moment? I'm looking to go forward for sure, and I'm definitely looking at a title shot in the near future.
Did you expect it to be more of a war tonight? How did you assess the fight heading into that final round?
Yeah, it went exactly how I expected it. I mean, we knew that he was just going to lull me into his game, where he would pressure but not really do anything, and just so we had to adjust our game, which was to move and make him or attack him when he was on the step. So we tried to stand in the middle, but he was kind of just waiting for me to do my thing. So we had to move and create something from it.
Like it's been said previously, great experience to go 3 rounds with a former champion. Do you feel that win really announces you at the very top of the division and top of the sport now?
For sure, yes. And if you look at guys like the current champion and the former champion, their last fight with Jan BŁACHOWICZ was a very close fight as well, and I beat him with a unanimous decision, UD. So it's a very good feat for me.
Final on Pereira and Kalaev rematch, if that's next. Who do you see coming out on top of that?
I'm not too sure. I haven't even seen the fight yet, but I'll go back and I'll watch the fight too, and then we'll see where that places me to.
Carlos, right here. Talk to me. Former champion. Logical next step is champion, right?
Say it again.
You won against a former champion tonight. Your last fight was against a title challenger. The logical next step is champion, correct?
100%. Yeah, that's what I'm looking to do. That's the plan.
Perfect. Talk to me. 2021, you started your UFC career with a loss that not many people expected. I'm sure you didn't expect it either. And now, 4 or 5 years later, you find yourself on the cusp of title shot. Talk to me about this UFC journey you've been on ahead of your title shot.
Yeah, great journey. I mean, I was quick to move. Everything kind of just happened on the fly. I came straight from the kickboxing career and had to learn on the job. And, you know, when you put me in with the Sharks, I swim. So, you know, if you're going to put me with the title contender, I'll get that title for sure.
Carlos, at the back here, mate. So towards at the end, there was a bit of a strange moment where he just kind of, you're both standing in front of each other's face and he's kind of screaming in your direction. I just want to know what was kind of going through your mind in that moment.
Was this at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going to war with someone and you don't get the knockout, then there's a bit of frustration there, so you're kind of yelling in each other's face, but there's a bit of respect in that too. So it's like just a war cry between the both of us, and we knew that we just had to respect each other. I mean, he's a former champion, and I had to pay my dues to him. So, you know, it was a bit of excitement at the same time.
Yeah, and as you just mentioned there, Jan, former champion, he seems like he's been around forever. Can you remember the first time you saw one of his fights and what you were doing at that moment in your life?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, who knows what I was doing. I was a kid at the time, but very fresh. I think I was playing rugby at the time, so I wasn't even in the MMA scene at this point.
Well done, mate.
Carlos, right here. First of all, congratulations on your victory and your performance. I wanted to ask you, what's the most important thing you have learned from this fight?
The most important thing is, you go up against someone like Jan, who is a veteran, who is smart. He was playing chess in there, but then also he was trying to lull me into his game, which was he was pressuring, but not really doing anything. So what we had to do was adjust our game. So the first round I was trying to feel him out to see what he was going to do, but he wasn't really doing too much. So second round we had to adjust our game plan and move and make him chase me and tire him out a bit. I had to change it up with a takedown because I knew in the past after any kind of grappling exchange his energy would zap. So I did that, and you could almost see it instantly. So we worked off that.
Obviously, you're now a very good position in the rankings. The thing that makes most sense possibly is the title fight. If you could choose your opponent, who would choose?
The hardest man possible. Give me, I think either Pereira or Ankalaev would be awesome. I know Ankalaev is a very tough opponent, and I've been keeping my eye on him. So he'd definitely be an opponent to be up against next.
Thank you, Carlos.